Hello friends, happy Friday. Super excited that it's Friday. Gonna go ahead and leave you guys a shopping link here in the comments as soon as I get it. And then this is where you can shop all the makeup, all the sales, all the deals, everything. I'm gonna pin this here. And then I'm gonna wait for everyone to get here and then we'll get started. But how's everybody's day going? All right, gonna send out my text service. Make sure you guys are in the text so that way you get opted in to receive the notifications for the next Black Friday bundle, which I believe hits in like a day or two. So that's super exciting. Exciting. All right, when you guys get here, say hello. Okay. Alrighty, have a pretty chill day today. Have 2 campaigns to shoot and I think a couple of things to try on for TikTok, and that's pretty much it. So I'm excited for like a very chill day. And I'm gonna announce the winner from yesterday's giveaway. So yesterday we did a fun giveaway. We launched a limited edition lip balm yesterday morning and it sold out within 20 minutes, but I did get my hands on an extra one. So we did a fun giveaway yesterday. Anyone who placed an order of $125 got into a randomizer and we selected a name this morning, and the which I already messaged her name's Julie. So congratulations, Julie, you won the limited edition lip balm. I will be mailing it to you today as soon as you send me your address. So congratulations, Julie, and thank you for your $125 order yesterday. When I see her pop on, if she's not already here, I will congratulate her again. But yay, super excited. So don't worry though, because today we're going to do another giveaway because I did get my hands on an additional mirror, which you get for free with any order of $125. But say you're like, gosh, my budget is not allowing me for $125. I am going to do something fun today, and anyone who places an order of $50, your name is going to go into a randomizer and I will select one of you guys to win the mirror for free and I will mail it to you guys. So anyone who places an order of $50 starting this morning and ending tonight at midnight. So if you placed an order of $50 this morning, you're good to go. You're in the giveaway. So anyone who places an order of $50 today, I'm going to select your guys' name tomorrow morning, and tomorrow on our live we'll announce who gets the mirror. So this is the mirror that you get for free with an order of $125 on my Comigo website, or if you spend $50, you could be potentially the winner of this. So it's really cool because both sides are a mirror, and I love that it's compact. I love that it's small, like finally a mirror I can truly throw in my clutch and it's not taking up all of the room. So super excited about that. So like I said, you get this for any order of $125, but if you place an order of $50 today on my website, your name will go into a randomizer and I will select the winner who gets that for free tomorrow. I'm going to be running giveaways throughout the whole process of all of this. So make sure that you tune into our Facebook Lives so that way you find out what all of the sales and stuff are. And then also, so you're involved in all the giveaways. Super fun. All right, so we're going to do full coverage makeup. We might be going to a birthday party tonight. I'm not entirely sure. So with that being said, I want to make sure that my makeup looks really good in case we do go out. So, cause it's Friday, you know, and it's going to be all like dark and rainy. I love the first rain of like fall and winter. It always feels so good. I was showing you guys my outfit too. I got this really cute set from Walmart. Can you believe Walmart? So they're high-waisted sweatpants, and I like that they have the little elastic band here too. Did an extra small in the sweatpants, and then I did a size small in this top, and I just have it like tucked under my bra strap, so it creates this like cropped look. But isn't this so cute? And then I have like some matching shoes that I was gonna wear with it, like these little sneakers, but cozy. I've been so excited to wear this set for as soon as it like got cooler, and it's finally cold here in San Diego. I was reading this morning Southern California is going to be the wettest area in the entire country this week, which is really, really crazy. I was gonna joke and say like pray for San Diego because we are not built for the rain, you guys, at all. Like we are truly not built for it because we never get it. So there's always like insane flooding all over San Diego, and it always gets really intense. And no one in San Diego knows how to drive in the rain because it never does rain. And so there's always like crazy accidents and just people driving like maniacs, like either so slow, which can be super dangerous, or just like not, you know, thinking the rain, you can hide your second. All right, sorry. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is fixing. Let me text her on my other phone as I have this foundation sitting on my face. Okay, we are gonna mix our foundations today. I haven't done this in a while, and this is actually my favorite coverage. Like, if I had to choose, this would be the routine that I got to do, or I would do. So this is the Serum Plus foundation in the shade Lace, and then I have on the BB Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Light. So this mixture right here is literally like creme de la creme, like the absolute best, and I'll explain why. It's because the BB cream is going to be your SPF. It has SPF 30 in it. Not that we need that because it's raining today. It's also going to be a moisturizer, and it also is going to, it's a thicker texture. It's like a thicker consistency. So it's actually going to increase the texture of the coverage. So if you've never been a fan of like how like liquidy liquid foundation can be, then this coverage is going to be what you want to use. The other really bonus part about using the BB cream and mixture with your foundation is that it kind of changes the color of the foundation. So the BB Tinted Moisturizer goes on like a different color wheel, so that's a huge bonus. And then the Serum Plus goes on a different color wheel. So if you find that you never really match your foundation, which right now this doesn't look like it matches, but trust me, we're gonna make this work. I needed to go lighter in my foundation. I think I'm losing my tan. But anyway, if you've ever felt like you can't find the perfect foundation shade, mix your BB cream with your Serum Plus foundation. Or I know a lot of you guys are wear the shade Islet in the Serum Plus, and we've been out of that color for a long time. What you could do is you could go up in your BB cream and down in your Serum Plus to equal out to that color. Does that make sense? So you can totally change the color of your Serum Plus or like your foundation by doing that. Do you have chrome over your butter nails? I do, yes. Do we really want to make them private? We can reschedule. Sorry. I told you guys like a little bit about like the drama that I've been going through, and I told you guys for legal reasons I couldn't like get into it, but I can kind of get into it now. My biological father, he's alive and he lives in San Diego, but I never really communicate with him because he's an alcoholic. And this is kind of like a crazy, very vulnerable personal story. So hopefully we're all friends here. So, I haven't spoken to him in years, and I randomly in October, like how random is this? This is like such a God thing, like all of this. So I accidentally randomly mailed an Amazon package to his house, which have not, like mailed anything to him in probably 12 years, like years and years and years. And I shop on Amazon like daily. And I randomly, the Amazon just like pulled out his address and mailed it there. So I was like, oh my gosh, crap. And so I went by his house, which again, haven't seen him since my sister's wedding, cause he kind of goes through these spurts where like he like gets a little bit better and then he goes back to his old ways and blah, blah, blah. And he's been like this my whole life. And so I go up to his house to like get my package that I accidentally mailed to his house, and he is in not good shape, like at all. Like really horrible, homeless man, really sad shape. And it just broke my heart. Like I don't care that he was kind of a horrible human being as a child to me, but like no human deserves to live like he was living. So I'm estranged from one of my brothers, and he was supposed to be the one taking care of him and clearly is not taking care of him and left him sitting in this horrible state. And so long story short, my sister and I basically have been fighting for essentially custody of my father. And it was like the most stressful like week and a half of my entire life, like just waiting for him to be sober, keeping him sober, finding out what he truly wants to do with his life, like, you know, his possessions, his everything, and getting like an attorney lined up and getting a will and trust drawn and getting a notary involved and like doing the whole bit. And it took about a week and a half and I barely slept. And all that to say, by the grace of God, and God is so good, that it was accomplished, that we did what we needed to do, and we were able to help him. So it's been really good. There's still a ton to do to help him and get him in like a good living situation and like get him into a place that's safe and that's good. But I mean, as an adult, like it's hard to like force an adult to do things. And especially when they're an alcoholic and they're not clearly thinking straight all the time. So it's definitely an uphill battle, but things are finally moving in a positive light. And yeah, so it's been hard, but it's been really, really good. And yeah, so that's kind of like the last couple of weeks. That's why I've been a little bit MIA, a little bit distracted, a little bit not going live all the time. And yeah, so still going through it. So that's what I was supposed to be doing today, was taking him to the bank. But it's raining really hard, I guess, where he lives. And so I'm like, oh. Yeah, so it's been a lot. It's been like a lot. And if you've ever dealt with something similar like this, you know how overwhelming it is. And it's so hard too, like taking charge of someone else's life when like, obviously, one, we haven't been involved for a very long time, but two, just like trying to do the right thing and like trying to also respect that he is a human and like that he may not want to leave his house or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's been a lot, but it's good. It's positive, and I really truly feel like it was all like God intended for all of this to happen in the way that it has happened, and it is happening, because like, what are the odds that I send a package to his house, haven't seen or spoken to him in years, and it all kind of unfolded. So like after that happened, 2 days later, he ended up in the hospital, and a few days after that, the hospital found our phone number, my sister and I, and called us, because we've been, like I said, my estranged brother kind of cut off, like forcefully cut off ties with us and him because he didn't want us to help him, for a whole nother story. But my dad was in this like care facility for an extended amount of time, which if you have like an alcoholic relative, you know that like they're never sober. Like it's really hard to find like a sober moment. And he was sober for over 2 weeks. So it allowed us the time to be able to help him. And yeah, so it like truly was like all God, like making me involved, finding him this way, placing him in a care facility, like keeping him sober long enough to help him. Like it all was like so God knitted together. So it always blows my mind the way that he does things and in his timing, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's a little about what's going on in my life. So that's been kind of a major suck of my brain and my emotions and everything. So it's been a lot, but it's good. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. And it's been slow moving a little bit now, which is kind of nice because it pretty much like consumed all day, every day. Like I was on the phone with social workers and care facilities and attorneys, and like literally my phone was ringing all day, every day about something to do with him. And it was a lot. It was a lot, but it's all good. Making progress. So anyway, I told you guys I was going to tell you what was going on in my life, and I was waiting for the right time. So yeah, that's what's going on. Oh yeah, I know. I mean, you guys have known me for literally a decade, so I feel like you guys have heard snippets of my story and snippets of like, you know, about my childhood and life like that. So like you guys know, we're all family here. So I've been not really talking about what I'm putting on my face. So I did this mixture, which is the BB Tinted Moisturizer and the Serum Plus Foundation, which this coverage, like I said, is the absolute best because this has the SPF, this has the moisture, this has a thicker texture and consistency. This is going to be the 12-hour transfer-proof hold. This is going to be anti-aging. This is going to be plumping and sodium hyaluronate, so it lifts. So the mixture together, you just create like this perfect foundation. So I love these two. And what's also awesome about them is you can use them separate too. So that's great. If you want to grab these, go ahead and say Foundation Duo. I can give them both to you on sale and free shipping. So say Foundation Duo and I'll give you the link to that. But I will also make a Flawless 4 bundle, which is going to come with both the foundations, concealer, and the pressed powder. So go ahead and say Flawless 4 if you want this. So again, you're going to get BB cream, Serum Plus foundation, concealer, and pressed powder. Literally everything you need for the most flawless base. So say Flawless 4 and I'll give you the link to this. You'll also get a free gift and you'll save a ton of money because it's Black Friday. Did I do concealer on my under eyes? I think I did, but I was talking so much that I can't remember. Yes, for sure. Helping a parent is definitely very intense, but I am a firm believer that like what goes around comes around, and yeah. And I'd rather like know I did the right thing and then hold a grudge and like, you know what I mean? It's good to always set boundaries, especially when even with family, but I feel like you should always like choose to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Okay, so we have on foundation, thank you, concealer, and then we're gonna set here in a second, but I also did the Berry All-in-One color sticks. So I did 2 colors in this. I did chocolate souffle and then peony pink for my blush, and these are actually included in the Black Friday special. I do have to rectify what I was saying yesterday. These are only going to be 20% off, not 40, but they will get an automatic 20% off in that bundle for the lip bundle. So our Black Friday deal right now is on all things lips. So if you get 4 lip products, it's going to be 40% off. That includes any lip gloss, lip balm, lip liner, liquid lipstick, Hottie lip plumper, all of those, the total package brush, lip brush, all of that is also included. But they also allowed you guys to bundle these all-in-one color sticks. Yes, these will only be 20, not 40% off, but still it's going to be a major, major, major savings. So say the word lips and you can build your own lip bundle for 40% off. And then if you spend a total of $125 on my website, you will get the mirror for free. And then anybody who spends $50 in today's website, I can't talk. If you spend $50 today on my website, you'll go into a raffle and I will select one lucky lady to get this mirror. So make sure that you place an order of $50 today. And once you have placed an order of $50, comment below and say order placed. But I still will look through the orders to add everyone's name in to the randomizer. Okay, now let's go ahead and set all of our makeup. So we're going to go in with our pressed powder. I will say something too that's random, but this is a really good makeup hack. If you have really difficult makeup or really difficult skin or like, I've talked to some of you guys and you guys follow my routine to the T and it still separates or it still like doesn't look right. Right now, before you set it, spray your face with a setting spray and let that fully dry. You want to layer that setting spray. That will really ensure that everything stays a little bit better for you too. Yes, absolutely, Marie. All right, we're going to take a Beauty Blender setting spray and then always make sure that you press down any fine lines that might be forming because we are going to set everything to keep everything in place perfectly. Okay, pressed powder or setting powder, and then now we're going to go ahead and go in with this all over. Just like so. And then this is going to help to absorb any oils. It's also going to help to shrink any pores, any blemishes. I wouldn't, however, do this step if you do have dry skin. This will make you feel more dry. And then also make sure that you're being careful with applying this on your under eye because you don't want to just apply here because it'll accentuate your dark circles, which we don't want. So always really work into those fine lines and make sure that you evenly pop that in under your eyes if you're going to use it for helping that. And then now we're gonna go in with the pressed powder. I do always recommend to use a pressed powder no matter what your skin type is like, because this pressed powder is not only gonna keep everything in place, but it's also going to have sodium hyaluronate and so many other vitamin E, jojoba. So it's silky soft, but it's also going to even out your complexion and just make everything match so well. So like I said, if you have trouble with making your makeup match, like you try a foundation, you're like, it's too yellow, this one's too orange, this one's too whatever, use the pressed powder to kind of alternate that color. All right, and then another tip too is if you find that your makeup is always cracking and always dry, again with layering, make sure that you're using a setting spray after you finish all of your powders, and then you're gonna do your setting spray after you finish your makeup too. So layering that setting spray during your routine will really help the outcome of your makeup. All right, going in with a bronzer now. This one's not from Unique, but it was inexpensive and does the job. Not my favorite bronzer, I'll be honest, but it's fine. Go ahead and say other bronzer, I'll give you the link. But you don't have to do this step, but I just love like a good bold contour. And after you use pressed powder, it has a tendency to like lighten it. So don't want that. I want it to look bold and present. Okay. All right, blush now. We're gonna do this Rare Beauty one. Go ahead and say Rare Beauty blush, and I'll give you the link to shop this one. This one's really pretty. Excuse me. Okay, this blush is really pretty. It's kind of similar to the one Sisterly that we had for a while. Has a really pretty sheen to it, but boy, is this one pigmented. So less is more when it comes to this. You will have to just stay tuned to see what the rest of the Black Friday bundles are. You guys will be pleased. I promise you. Okay, and then for highlight, we're gonna do the shade Golden, and this is my favorite highlight. This one has, it's a fusion of a cream and a powder, so it illuminizes your cheek structure and just your face in general so beautifully, especially during the holidays. Make sure you have this because it really is such a beautiful highlight. All right, popping this on inner corners of the eyes, underneath the brow bone. It's kind of where you want to put it. All right, now let's do our brows really quickly. I always comb out any foundation that might have gotten in there. And then we're gonna go in, oopsies, with the brow gel in the shade Medium. And this brow gel, if you guys have gray hair in your eyebrows and you don't want that, definitely get the brow gel. It tints your brows, it laminates them into place, and it helps them to grow. It's literally the best of all worlds. It's so good. Aw, thanks, Libby. I'm so glad you got the Beau Segal line. I was actually looking at my hair this morning when I was getting ready for the day, and my front pieces that always are so short and broken are finally growing. I am so excited. So if you are frustrated with whatever hairline you're using and you're like, okay, my hair isn't growing, it doesn't feel like it feels bouncy and fresh, you need to switch the hairline you're using. I started using this line a few months ago called Beau Segal. He's a celebrity hairstylist and he made his own hairline, and he made it all. So like when it comes to hair care, like shampoos, conditioners, sprays, everything, the hair world has like this system that it labels it like how safe it is for your hair and for your scalp and like for your body. And the labeling goes from a 1 to 10. For example, like, I'm not going to name a name because I don't know for certain what the number is on it, but let's just say like a Walmart brand would be a 10, which would mean that it can make your hair fall out, or it will dry out your hair, or it's not very good for your hair. A 1 is the safest ingredient list. And that's the thing too. So like if there's a lot of bad ingredients in it, the more bad ingredients, the higher it goes. So like if it has like half bad ingredients but half good ingredients, it might be like a number 5 or a number 6. So if it has all safe ingredients, it's a number 1. Beau Segal's line, his entire line, even his hairspray, is all a level 1, meaning that his line is the safest hairline you can find in the world. I think he's even like said there's like hardly any lines that are all number 1s. And his entire line, shampoo, conditioner, pre-treatment, hairspray, texture spray, all number 1s. And like I said, I've been using it for the last couple months, and every time I wash my hair, I get asked if like I did something different to my hair, which never has happened before. I wash my hair and people don't even notice. I wash my hair now, people are like, what'd you do to your hair? And also I haven't been really using my purple shampoo at all. I felt like I haven't needed to, so it's been cutting down on the brassiness, and it gives you such volume and texture. It is so good. He's also doing 55% off site-wide with my code Rhea. If you want the link to shop the hair brand that I'm talking about, just say the word hair and I'll give you the link to it. But this is the link, and then use code Rhea. But I use the 8-step line. So it's a pre-treatment shampoo, conditioner, and then you have like a volumizing mousse, you have a healing clay, you have a healing oil, a hairspray, and a mist that's really good for your skin and your hair. So I use all 8 steps, and when you wash your hair, you'll use the first like 5 or 6 steps. But if you, and then when you're not washing your hair, you can use like the other steps too. But I'm telling you, which don't just hear from me. If you guys are using the Beau Segal line, leave us your review in the comments. Like, we want to hear from you guys too. I am always a firm believer, like before I buy something an influencer says, I want to see whose opinion is not getting paid for it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to hear from someone who doesn't make money off that. I'm like that. So if you guys are using Beau's line, I want you to leave a comment down below and tell us what you think. All right, we're going to go in with the lip liner in the shade Patience. And it's funny too, because so I started using this line and I went into my hairstylist, and whenever I get my hair bleached, sometimes it like goes really fast. Like it just takes really well and it looks really good. And then sometimes it doesn't so much. And when the last 2 or 3 times I've been in to get my hair done, my hairstylist is like, what are you using? Like the hair, like the bleach and everything is going on so well. And I've been noticing way less shedding when I'm in the shower. Like when you wash your hair, you know how like you always have like hair in your hands? Way less. And I'm actually going longer without washing my hair. I was washing it like every 5 days. Now I'm going every 7 to 8 and still less shedding, which that's crazy. Yeah, I saw he launched a skin and body line. I'm excited I haven't tried anything of that. And I always try things for a few weeks before I'm like, you guys, it's the best. Like, I want to try it before I give you guys my stamp of approval. Because I always say, I wouldn't spend my money on it. I'm not going to tell you guys to. All right, going to go in with a liquid lipstick in the shade Naughty Biscotti. This one's one of the prettiest nudes for fall. And this one's so good because it has this really soothing, plumping ingredient in it called sodium hyaluronate. And that's going to ensure that your lips look full. And what's also nice about this liquid lipstick too is that it really stays in place well without drying out or peeling or anything. I use the Before Oil shampoo and conditioner and hair mist, and I really love it. I saw that he dropped, oh wait, I already read that one. Been with Beau almost 10 years. I'm just a customer. He's amazing and always there for questions. I love me some Beau. Yes, awesome, right? Yes, I am still affiliated with Lange. I will be honest though, I'm only using Lange for their hair tools and like their hair brushes, their hair towel. The only product that I'm still using from Lange is the Style Revival Dry Shampoo, the Move It Texture Spray, and the Glass Hair. Those are the only products that I use for that. Yes, we do have Eternal on the Camigo website, and I use their lash growth serum at night. I love it. Okay, so with liquid lipstick, you always want to make sure that you let it like saturate into your lips before adding anything else. So we waited those few seconds, and now I'm going to go in with the lip gloss in the shade Golden Sunburst. This is such a pretty, as you can see, it's kind of like a brownish gold. And gonna blend this in to kind of change up the color a little bit. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, love it. Your lips are never gonna look this plump. It's funny, I always get accused of, you just got lip filler. Every time I use Younique's lip gloss, I get some kind of comment that I just got lip filler. And I'm like, you guys, I have not gotten lip filler in over 2 years. These are just my lips. And if you overdraw and use a plumping lip gloss, your lips will look like you just got filler. The packing is also very friendly, inviting. I can't wait to try the rest of his line since I only purchased the starter kit. Yay, love that. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the brow pencil and give our brows a little bit of shape. And we're gonna take this to the arch and then through the tail. If you get the brow gel, I highly recommend to make sure you also get the brow pencil, because this is really helpful and useful at like filling in any sparse areas. And also like fine tuning your eyebrows. I have not tried that tanning product, no. I'm still using and loving Younique's tanning mousse until it's no longer sold, which it is majorly marked down right now, by the way. Okay, brow pencils on. And then I always take my finger to remove any lipstick or lip gloss that would end up on our teeth. Okay, and then now we're gonna go in with, let's see, what do we want to do? Let's do our eyes. We're gonna do Addiction Palette 9. I'm also gonna take this eyeliner, or sorry, it's technically an eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Deliberate, and we're gonna use this on our waterline. This is a waterproof eyeshadow, but you can actually also use these as eyeshadow or eyeliner. And this white is really pretty. It'll illuminize your eyes and make your eyes look really bright and wide awake. And it's waterproof, which is so nice. So I love that you can use this for not only eyeshadow, but also eyeliner too. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and we're gonna do my favorite eyeshadow palette. When in doubt, I always grab this one. This is called the Addiction Palette 9. It is by far my favorite. All right, so 4 brushes I use every single time I do my makeup. Or your eyeshadow. If you're gonna do eyeshadow, make sure you have these 4 brushes. You want the blending brush, the fluffy crease brush, the liner shader brush, it's 2 brushes in one, and the cream shadow brush. These 4 brushes will literally do every single thing you need for your eyes. So if you haven't grabbed these yet, definitely do so. And then we're gonna take the Addiction Palette 9, and we're gonna take my favorite color, which is this light brown, and we're gonna grab this light brown on the fluffy crease, or sorry, on the blending brush, and we're gonna blend this into the crease. Yes, I have all the old Addiction palettes. I'm like such a hoarder when it comes to my products. I'm like, I don't wanna get rid of it just because it's no longer sold. But this is always the palette that I go back to every single time. Like, it's just so good. And easy, and you can achieve any eye look with this, whether you want a bold eye look or more natural, more neutral, like literally any and all eyeshadows. Definitely make sure you order this, or if you have a Secret Santa shopping for you, send them this link. Now I'm going to take this like really fun burgundy color. I thought that'd be really pretty with the shirt I'm wearing. And we're going to take the fluffy crease brush and press it in there, but I'm also gonna mix in this like darker brown too. So we're kind of like create our own color. And now I'm gonna go ahead and work this in the outer corner. And when you're doing the outer corner color, you always kind of wanna like press kind of like a kitty cat paw. So you wanna paw at the outer third of the eye and then kind of take this and again, with a tapping motion, tap up onto the brow bone. And then you want to kind of extend where your eyebrow ends. That's how far you want to take that outer color. Just like so. And then mixing those two colors together, we kind of created this like really pretty burgundy brown, which is so pretty with our shirt. All right, now I'm going to take the liner shader brush and I'm going to do the same thing. Grab that red, grab that brown, and then we're just going to drag this underneath the lower lash line, and this is going to create more of a cohesive finished look. Okay, let's do the same thing to the other side. Grab that really pretty burgundy, grab that dark brown, press it into the mirror, maybe tap off some of the excess, and then kitty cat paw, press, press, press on the outer third. And then I like to kind of open my eye to make sure my eyeshadow is getting higher up onto the brow bone, so you can actually see it when you have your eyes open. Just like this. Now, if you want everything we used in today's tutorial, go ahead and say product list, and I give you the list of every single product we used. If you want just what I have on my lips, go ahead and say lip kit, and I could give you everything we used on our lips, 40% off, and a free gift, and free shipping. Which you guys, normally an order of 4 items on my website gets you 20% off. Right now, with the Black Friday special, you get 40% off. All right, and then of course, the more you blend, the better everything's gonna look. Again, liner shader brush, grab that burgundy, grab that dark brown, and drag underneath the lash line. Okay, now we're gonna grab the cream shadow brush, and I'm gonna take this really pretty sparkly champagne shade, and we're gonna press this on the eyelid. What you can also do too, sometimes I like to start with my finger to get it really nice and thick on there. But obviously it's hard to like reach the inner corner with your fingernail. So then that's when I'll go back in with my cream shadow brush and just really carve out that inner corner and then stop on, again, like that third of the eye. And then again, more you blend, better it looks. Cannot recommend this eyeshadow palette enough, you guys. Addiction Palette 9 is where it's at. You can achieve like any eye look with this. Okay, same thing on this side. And this eyeshadow palette is technically limited edition. So once this palette's gone, it's gone. So I would not sleep on it. Make sure you place your order for this. And again, if you spend $125 on my website, you get a free gift. If you buy any 4 lip items, you get 40% off. And if you buy any 3 unique items on my website, you also get a free lip scrub. So there's so much free stuff going on my website right now. So definitely make sure you check that out. And then anyone who places an order of $50 today is going to go into a raffle to win a makeup mirror from me. Okay. Let's use our makeup mirror. Okay, let's see how good that looks. It's so pretty. I need to start doing that more, like mixing that burgundy and that brown. Looks so pretty together. All right, and then the last thing is I am going to use this one so I can get a closer, bigger look. But we're going to take that brush, the liner shader brush, and now I'm going to grab this liner side and I'm going to dip it in this dark brown. And I'm going to grab a little spongy so I don't mess up my face. And we're gonna pull at the eye and we're just gonna stamp this on above the lash line, just like so. Grab more brown. Definitely make sure you get these eyeshadow brushes, you guys. They're so amazing, and I love that you get two sides with this. All right, same thing on the other side. Dark brown. Yes, all the eyeshadow palettes are technically limited edition. We've just had a huge stock of them, so they've never been at risk of selling out until recently. So if you're like me and you're addicted to Addiction Palette 9, make sure you get it ordered. And we're just gonna do a little wing. And if you've ever had a hard time with doing wings, this is like the easiest way to do it. Because if you mess up, you could just smudge it out and start over. I love that. Lavender blue is hands down one of my favorite business owners. Her, if I had to choose, not that anyone asked, if I had to choose, Lavender Blue and Beau Segal are the most intentional CEOs of any company I have ever met. They, if there's something going on with their company, they will personally handle it. They will personally message you. They're amazing. They're honestly truly wonderful people, but wonderful business owners. So if you've ever been like, should I purchase Lavender Blue? Absolutely yes. If you're like, okay, I need a good hairline, Beau Segal. And if you're like, okay, I want to try this jewelry line. So this just launched on her website. She handmade all of these gorgeous, really bold gems. And then what else am I wearing from her? I feel like I always have on like a couple things. This is from her. She has so much. Okay, now let's go ahead and set our makeup. Okay. And that not only is gonna help to hold our makeup in place, but it also adds moisture into our foundation, so it helps to make it look more like skin and not so makeup-y. So if you're not a fan of the whole full coverage look, but you love wearing full coverage, that's the way to get around that. All right. And again, anyone who places an order of $50 gets this today, so make sure you get your orders in. All right, and now mascara. We're gonna go in first with the Quadra mascara. We're gonna do base of the lash all the way up with this. And this is gonna bring the whole eye look together. It's gonna look so good. Okay, one good coat of that. Now this is a tubing mascara, so besides getting it in your eye, what tubing mascara does is it actually creates little tubes around each lash, so it actually extends the lashes way longer than they actually are. It's also water resistant, transfer proof, and has a patent pending lash growth formula in it too. I know, isn't this ring so pretty? And she made them in pink. I'm gonna be wearing these nonstop. So if you see a gorgeous big jewel on my hand, it's from Lavender Blue. Go and say the word jewelry and I'll give you the link to shop. She's also having a 35% off sale going on right now. So definitely make sure you shop, and then you're gonna wanna use code RHEA to get 35% off. I actually just purchased some of these rings as a gift for my girlfriends for Christmas. So I was like, what a cute gift for Christmas. Like, everybody loves a good fun statement ring. And then they come in so many different shapes and colors. So it was fun because I got to pick out like which color I thought for which friend. So if you're like, oh, that's a good idea, grab my link to shop the jewelry. Just say jewelry and I'll give you the Lavender Blue link. All right, so same thing on here. Now we're using the short silicone side to lock in that length and that volume. This also gives your eyelashes a natural curl. So if you have really straight lashes, this mascara is one you should use. All right, now we're gonna take the Twisted mascara and do one nice coat of this. This is gonna make your lashes look va-va-voom. It's also transfer proof, also water resistant, and has biotin and so many other really good nourishing ingredients in it. Argan oil, all of those are ingredients in this mascara, so it's really, really good. Yeah, so she just made a whole new ring line and a big necklace line that's launching actually on the 15th. But if you use my link and code, you get early access to it. which again, code Rhea saves 35% on her website right now. All right, and then because we love all the drama in our lashes, one more coat of Quadra. Okay, and there we have it. There's the makeup look of the day. Looks so good paired with my burgundy sweater. And once again, make sure that you say product list. If you want everything that we use today, go and say makeup or say lip kit if you want just what we have on our lips. And say Flawless 4 if you want the base that we use, which you get BB cream, serum plus foundation, concealer, and pressed powder. So you get all 4 of those, plus a free gift. And then if you want to shop the lip bundle, so any 4 lip products gets you 40% off. That is the biggest savings I've ever seen Younique do, period, on bundles. And then you also get a free lip scrub, free shipping. And if you get your order up to $125, you also get a free mirror. So let me know how checking out goes. Let me know if I could be of any help to you guys. Just private message me or use one of the keywords here and I will private message you. And I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow to announce who the winner is. With anyone who places an order of $50 today, you get into a raffle and I'm going to select one lucky lady to get this mirror. So make sure you place your order of $50 today. And tomorrow I will announce the winner on live. How to get early access. You're going to go to Lavender Blue's website, which is right here. And then code Rhea. And that will, you'll see it on there, all of her gorgeous rings. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.